All right, well, we're at the top of the hour. I want to welcome everyone to our live Saturday morning presentation. Today we're going to talk about how to be Elite Honors qualified, and I'm going to give you some specific examples. I also want to get into the 10-10 Club to see how you can harness the Elite Honors program in a structured, or the Elite Honors qualification program that Synergy Worldwide offers to us, but put it in the structure and the context of what we call the 10-10 Club. And I'm starting us off on the Global Health Makeover website. This website is maintained by Bob Wishmeyer. It's Dane Orge's site for everyone in Synergy Worldwide. We provide a lot of great resource tools on this site. And if you hover your cursor over resources at the top, and you'll see a drop-down menu. If you click on Resource Tools, it'll take you to a page where you can find a PDF that will help you in two specific areas. One, I've already got it loaded on my computer, so I'm not going to click on it, but when you get onto the resource page, if you just scroll down, it's the first PDF that you come to, Synergy Worldwide Overview, 2 Basic Choices. So you can find this on the Global Health Makeover website, so that's globalhealthmakeover.com. For those people in our organization called our Synergy Family, you'll find this PDF in the Synergy Library in the PDF section. And I've already got this opened up, and basically this is a PDF that has a front and a back to it, and the front and side is in relationship to 2 basic choices on how a person can be involved with Synergy Worldwide, either as a preferred customer or as a distributor. We're not going to take time to look at that section of the PDF. That's a time for another presentation. What we want to do is we want to look at that once a person becomes a distributor, we want to help them understand the basic building block to their Synergy business, which is called the Elite Honors program. And let me see if I can increase the size of this. There we go. Let me do it one more time. So we want to help them understand how to be Elite Honors qualified. That is the basic structure or building block to your Synergy business. Then we also, once they learn how to be Elite Honors qualified, we want to teach them how to apply that down through their organization with other people that they would sponsor into Synergy Worldwide, and help the people that they sponsor into Synergy also be Elite Honors qualified, but do it in the structure of the 10-10 Club. And I'm just going to go over both of these with you today. As I'm going through this presentation, again, this is a live webinar. If you have questions, no one is muted other than you muting yourself. So unmute yourself, ask me a question, or if you want, you can type it into the chat box. And Judy is on the call this morning helping me with the back end of this, so that if you type something in the chat box, sometimes I don't get to see it. Judy will, and she can interrupt me and I can address your question. So let's look at the Elite Honors program. Again, as I've already said a couple times, it's your core building block to your Synergy business. And here in North America, we have 2 basic methods for being Elite Honors qualified. We have what's called the 650 up and 150 down method, and then we have the 800 up alternative. Sid, you have a question, or can you make me the presenter? I'm not sure why you would want to do that, Sid. You can, if you have a question, you can always unmute yourself.
No, I pushed the wrong button. I'm sorry.
Okay, all right, that's okay. Thanks, Ed. So we have the 650 up and 150 down, or the 800 up alternative. Now, what does that mean? When a person comes into Synergy Worldwide, you either come in with 1 tracking center or you come with 3 tracking centers. But whether you come in with 1 or 3 tracking centers, tracking center 1 is where your Synergy business revolves around. And you have a left side and you have a right side to your organization. Now, anything that you do personally from a monthly auto ship, or anything that you personally purchase from Synergy Worldwide products, all that volume, that CV volume, is attached to your tracking center 1. So what does CV means? It means C for cat, V for volume, commissionable volume. Because Synergy Worldwide operates in 28 different global markets with 28 different monetary systems, what they do is they assign to every product or product combination a value, a commissionable value, so that whether it's bought here in the United States, in Canada, Japan, South Korea, wherever it might be bought, that product or product combination has a certain commissionable volume to it that's attached to it. So on your tracking center 1, if you're on a monthly auto ship, that monthly auto ship, whatever combination of products that you're getting, has a value to it, a commissionable value or volume to it that is assigned, and that will show then up on your tracking center 1. If you make any purchases outside of that auto ship, or if you're not on an auto ship and you make any personal purchases, again, whatever you're purchasing from Synergy Worldwide, whatever the product combinations are, that's going to have a CV or commissionable volume attached to it, and it's going to be put onto your tracking center 1. If you registered what are called preferred customers, in Synergy Worldwide you have a couple different options that when you meet a person and that person decides that, hey, I want to get on these Synergy products, what would be best for me? Some people like to carry inventory and sell to that customer inventory out of that product out of your inventory that you're stocking, or people want to just take them directly into Synergy Worldwide and help them become a preferred customer directly with Synergy Worldwide. Or the third option is some people are doing a blend of both. They have some products that they stock, like ProHydrogen Plus. Person wants to get on the product. Maybe they don't want to do the Jumbo Jar Plus 1 right away. They just want to try the product, see how it works for them. You've got some inventory. Maybe you bought a 12-pack of ProHydrogen Plus in boxes or canisters, and you sell to that person 1 or 2 boxes or canisters of ProHydrogen Plus to get them started. They then like the experience that they're having on the product, and then you talk to them, well, you can get a much better value by doing the Jumbo Jar Plus 1 through Synergy's Preferred Customer Program, where you get the product at the same wholesale price that I get it for, plus Synergy gives you reward points that you can then redeem for free products. So it's a very attractive program, and we'll most likely do a Saturday presentation showing you how to position information from a buying decision standpoint to help a person see all the benefits of the Jumbo Jar Plus 1, especially if they're using ProHydrogen Plus, and the advantages of the Preferred Customer Program. So when that individual as a preferred customer orders directly from Synergy Worldwide, whether they do it online or call the customer service center to order their product, or call you, because like I have preferred customers that call me on the phone, say, Dan, I want another Jumbo Jar Plus 1. Can you order that for me? And I say, sure. I do that because that's customer service. Businesses, great businesses, are always built on customer service. So I already have that individual set up as a preferred customer with Synergy Worldwide. They just call me on the phone, or I've got one person who just texts me on my phone and say, Dan, order me a Jumbo Jar Plus 1. Or they have a friend of theirs in Florida that they buy a Jumbo Jar Plus 1 for their friend. Order me a Jumbo Jar Plus 1 for my friend. I call Synergy Worldwide. I've got that person's preferred customer number in my filing system. Call Synergy Worldwide, tell them the name of the person and their preferred customer number. I have that order placed. It's placed on that individual's charge card information that she has saved in her Synergy account with Synergy Worldwide, her preferred customer account with Synergy Worldwide, and that product gets directly shipped either to her or to her friend. She's earning the reward points for that, and I'm seeing the volume on a Jumbo Jar Plus 1. The volume is 170 CV of volume. I'm seeing that added to my tracking center 1. And all that volume is going towards the 650 up, and then the 150 down is bringing a new distributor on board with Synergy Worldwide that I personally sponsored. So last month I personally sponsored 2 individuals. One person came in with 1 tracking center. That was 150 CV of volume. Another person came with 300 CV. So that was, for me, 150 plus 300 last month for the month of August. In the down portion of this first method, I had 450 down. So I was above the 150 threshold. So when we look at the 650 up, 150 down, we're looking at volume attached to your tracking center 1 through monthly auto ship, personal orders, and preferred customer orders. And the 150 down would represent activation volume from any new person, any new distributor that you personally sponsored during that month. Now, sometimes, like the previous month for July, I didn't have anyone that I sponsored into Synergy Worldwide. And if the 650 up, 150 down method was the only method that we had for being Elite Honors qualified, I would not have made it during the month of June. However, here in North America, we have an alternative. We have the 800 up alternative, which means that if I don't have a person that I personally sponsor in Synergy Worldwide and create that 150 CV of activation volume, I don't sweat it. I just focus on customers. And customers are the core to every successful business. You will not find any successful business anywhere in the world that doesn't service some level of customers. Customers are always the core and stability to any successful business. Your Synergy business is no different. If you focus on customers, you will create all the needed volume you'll ever need to always be Elite Honors qualified. I have been Elite Honors qualified ever since this program started a year ago. Let's see, June of 2015 is when this program started. I've been Elite Honors qualified every month since then because I have a customer base. I have a customer base of people that I sell to. I have a customer base of preferred customers that order on their own or call me to have me place the orders for them. I never ever worry about not meeting the qualifications to be Elite Honors qualified because my customers will always generate for me 800 CV volume or more. That's the importance of having customers. And you will find, just like I find, that out of my customer base, some people will want to become distributors. I have people who are great distributors today who first started as customers. I also have business builders that approach me right from the beginning wanting to join the Synergy business. Both of them are valid ways to grow your business, and you need both of them to be able to grow what we want to call financial freedom. I'll show you a little bit of that when we get into the 10-10 Club. Now, why do you want to look at the Elite Honors Program as your core building block? You're going to see that when I show you some of the slides that I've got here of individuals for the month of July who were Elite Honors qualified, to show you how they use both of these two different methods to being Elite Honors qualified. And the other reason why you want to do this is because Synergy Worldwide has bonus money attached to the Elite Honors program. It is the core building block to your Synergy business. It is also the core building block to anyone that you sponsor into Synergy Worldwide. And Synergy Worldwide feels so strongly about this program that they placed extra incentive dollars that you can earn that is completely separate, or let's use a different term, that are completely added onto the regular compensation plan. So Synergy put in place a reward bonus program, bonus money for being Elite Honors qualified and teaching people that you personally sponsor to be Elite Honors qualified, that is in addition to the regular compensation plan. So they didn't take out of the compensation plan to fund this. The compensation plan stays completely the same, and this is added bonus money to the compensation plan. If I'm Elite Honors qualified for the month, and I have two personally sponsored distributors who are also Elite Honors qualified for the same month, Synergy is going to reward me with a bonus of $250 extra to anything else that I'm earning through their normal compensation plan. If I have 4 personally sponsored distributors who are Elite Honors qualified for the month, that bonus money jumps up to $500 for the month. And if I have 10 personally sponsored distributors who are also Elite Honors qualified in the same month that I am, then that bonus money jumps to $1,200. Now, I sit at around 5 or 6 people on a monthly basis, people that I personally sponsored, who every month are now Elite Honors qualified. And my goal, when I first started, my goal was to get 2. And I quickly had that in place. And then my goal was to go from 2 to 4. And now my goal is to get to 10. I'd like to get to 10 personally sponsored distributors who are Elite Honors qualified every month before the end of this year, so that I've been earning an extra $500 every month of this year. Now we're into, I qualified for August, so August is 8 months, 8 times 500. If my math is correct, that should be $4,000. Let's see, 8 times 500. Yep, $4,000. So I've earned an extra $4,000 in Elite Honors Bonus money through this incentive program. Now, I also apply this in the structure of the 10-10 Club. There are just 3 basic goals of the 10-10 Club. I'm going to go through these really quickly, and then we're going to come back and look at this in more depth and detail in actual relationship to people who've been Elite Honors qualified and what this means to you in terms of long-term residual income that can lead to financial independence. The first goal is be Elite Honors qualified each month. That's your goal. That's your first and primary objective, is to first be Elite Honors qualified. Then your second goal is to teach and help 10 personally sponsored distributors to be Elite Honors qualified each month. Now, ideally, you'd like to have 5 on your left and 5 on your right. And that's one of the things that I've got 5 to 6 people on my right-hand side that every month are going to be Elite Honors qualified. I need to work on my left-hand side and begin to find some individuals on my left-hand side that I personally sponsored who I can help them be Elite Honors qualified to strengthen that. For a new person coming in to Synergy Worldwide, we teach a sponsoring and placement technique that if you follow that technique, your opportunity to hit goal number 2 more effectively is in place for you, because when you come in, we have a specific sponsoring and placement technique. Again, there is a video in the Global Health Makeover website that will teach you how to do that, as well as for our organization, our Synergy family, we also have a video in the Synergy library that again teaches you how to do that, and maybe we'll plan to do that for a Saturday presentation to show you proper sponsoring and placement techniques so that you can maximize your 10-10 Club, maximize Synergy's compensation plan, maximize what Synergy does with regards to what's called bank volume. Now, my goal is goal number 2. And as I'm helping to find my 10 personally sponsored distributors who are Elite Honors qualified each month, I also want to then assist them in starting goal number 2 for them, which is goal number 3 for me. Goal number 3 for me is to help my 10 personally sponsored Elite Honors qualified distributors find their 10 Elite Honors qualified distributors. Ideally, 5 on their left and 5 on their right. So as I'm working with my current 5, I'm helping them to begin to understand how they can begin to find their distributors and help their personally sponsored distributors also become Elite Honors qualified. Now, let's look at what this means with regards to actual, I think this is the right, nope, wrong one, to actual information. Like anything, this is an example. Every example is predicated on numbers. Numbers vary. So again, understand that I'm going to show you some examples that can change from month to month because people are using different volumes to be Elite Honors qualified. So I'm going to give you 3 examples for the month of July. David Munoz, have the blessings of having personally sponsored David into Synergy Worldwide. David started as a customer, and because he got such good results, he became interested in the business. And David and I have been working together for a period of time now. David's done a marvelous job of branding himself in the Hispanic community, developing a very successful Synergy organization that's growing and developing. Now, in the month of July, David used the 650 up, 150 down method. He had 704 in CV volume attached to his tracking center 1, and he had 150 down, which means that he brought in 1 new distributor. Now, what does that look like from a cash flow standpoint? Because your Elite Honors program provides you with cash flow to grow your Synergy business. The way the Elite rebates work in Synergy Worldwide, again, if you watch one of our videos that we have, again, in the Global Health Makeover website, as well as in the Synergy library, on the Synergy compensation plan, there's 7 streams of income. One of those streams of income is what's called Elite rebates. any volume above 150 CV on your tracking center 1, any volume that's above that threshold of 150, you earn a 25% rebate. So David had 704 CV of volume attached to his tracking center 1. If we back off the threshold of 150, he had 554 CV of volume that he got paid a 25% rebate on, which is called an elite rebate, and so he earned $138.50 in elite rebates. He brought in one new distributor. Again, part of the 7 streams of income from Synergy Worldwide is what are called fast start bonuses. If a person comes in with one tracking center, which is 150 CV of volume, David earned a $25 fast start bonus. So when you combine his elite rebates and his fast start bonuses, by being elite honors qualified, using the 650 up, 150 down method, David earned $163.50. That is not financial freedom, but it is cash flow. And it is positive cash flow coming into his Synergy business that David can use either to help him grow his Synergy business or offset his monthly auto ship or other things. Now, David also created organizational volume for his upline. I'm his upline, so David created organizational volume. And again, this gets a little confusing because you'll see that what is attached in the Elite Honors Program and the volume that you see attached to your Tracking Center 1 is slightly different than what you're going to see in your commission volume in your back office. So how does that work? Well, again, anything that's above 150 CV volume on your Tracking Center 1, Synergy pays out an elite rebate, and then 50% of that volume is used for upline commissions. So if we take this 554 times 50%, then that represents 277 in CV volume for upline commissions. We add back in the 150 CV of threshold on Tracking Center 1, and we add in the 150 that was organizational volume, or I should say activation volume, for the new distributor that David brought in. So what did David look like to me from an organizational volume standpoint? He represented 577 CV of volume from an organizational standpoint on my right-hand leg. Now, let's go to the next example. Vernie. For the month of July, Vernie, he had 120 CV on his Tracking Center 1, basically his monthly auto ship, but he sponsored a whole lot of people. He had 800 down. So basically, if you took out the 120 up, basically Vernie did 800 CV of volume just in activation orders. Now, what does that represent to him in terms of cash flow to his Synergy business? Well, he had 120 CV of volume on his Tracking Center 1. It's not above the 150 threshold, so he didn't earn any elite rebates. But he had 800 down. He earned $145 in fast start bonuses. So for him, his cash flow was $145 for his Synergy business. What did it represent to me for organizational volume? Well, again, it's 120 CV of volume on his Tracking Center 1, and it's the 800 CV of volume through the activation volume of the new distributors that he brought in. So Vernie represented 920 CV of volume to my organization. Let's take one more example, and then I'll show you how this applies to the 1010 Club. Tammy Hester. Tammy's on my left-hand side. Vernie is on my right, and David's on my right. Tammy, I didn't sponsor Tammy. Tammy was sponsored, I think, by Judy. Now, Tammy's on my left-hand side, but I have a vested interest in Tammy because, again, any person that I can help understand how to be Elite Honors qualified and support Judy and Tammy in the process of doing that just means that it adds organizational volume to my business. So Tammy did it where she was 980 up. She basically did the 800 up alternative. Now, she had 980 CV of volume. We back off that minimum threshold of 150. So she had 830 CV of volume that she got paid elite rebates, or 25%. So she earned $207.50 just in elite rebates. And she had $0 from Fast Start bonuses because she didn't sponsor any new person in the Synergy worldwide. So for her, she had $207.50 in cash flow coming into her Synergy business. What did she represent for me from an organizational volume? Again, we have the 830, 50% of it is 415. Add back in the threshold of 150. So for Tammy on my left-hand side, she represented 565 CV of volume from an organizational volume standpoint. Now, here's what I want you to take away from this. Being Elite Honors Qualified provides cash flow to help you grow your Synergy business. And when properly harnessed in the structure of our 1010 Club, it can lead to financial independence. And that's what I want to show you in this next section. Now, I took David's organizational volume of 577 and Vernie's organizational volume of 920 and Tammy's organizational volume of 565. I added the three of them together, divided by 3, and so I came out with an average of 687 in commissional volume as the average in this example that I'm going to show you for the 1010 Club. Now, that average could vary from month to month. You know, I already know that for David, for the month of August, David is much higher than 755. David had over 1,000 CV of volume on his Tracking Center 1, and he had 300 CV of volume from an activation standpoint, activation volume. So David, for the month of August, represents a larger number than what you're seeing here. And I haven't looked at Vernie and I haven't looked at Tammy for the month of August. So again, things will change based upon what happens in that month for their organization. The key is to always help that person understand how to be Elite Honors Qualified and then teach that concept down through their organization in the structure of the 1010 Club. So what's our first goal of the 1010 Club? First, personally be Elite Honors Qualified. All right, in the 3 people that I've showed you, they're now consistently Elite Honors Qualified each and every month. What's the second goal? Help 10 of your personally sponsored distributors be Elite Honors Qualified. Ideally 5 on your left and 5 on your right. Now, when you're paid basic commissions, your basic commissions are paid on the side of your organization that has the least amount of volume. You only have 2 sides to your Synergy business. You have a left side and a right side. And every person that you personally sponsor and you place on your left side, every person that person sponsored is also going to be on your left side. Now, they're going to decide individually whether they're going to put that person on their left or right side, but because they're on your left side, anything that they do and any volume that they and people that they personally sponsor create is all going to be on your left-hand side. Just like any person that you sponsored and they're on your right-hand side, anything that they do and any people that they sponsor and anything that the people that they sponsor do from a volume standpoint or a sponsoring standpoint, they're going to be on your right-hand side. Now, if I've hit my second goal, where I've got 10 personally sponsored distributors and I've got 5 of them on my left and 5 of them on my right, I'm just going to take one side as my weak leg. And if the average is 687 in CV volume times 5 people, that's going to generate on my weak leg a minimum of 3,435 CV of volume. I use 7% for basic commission. It's usually a little higher than that, but 7% is an easier number to multiply by. And so that represented for me $240.45 in basic commission. Again, it's not financial freedom, but it is additional cash flow to put into my Synergy business. So if I add my basic commission with my cash flow that I'm earning by being Elite Honors Qualified, you know, I'm most likely approaching $350 to $400 on a monthly basis, which is positive cash flow for growing my Synergy business. When I put this into the structure of the third goal, when I start helping my 10 Elite Honors Qualified personally sponsored distributors find their 10 personally sponsored distributors who are also Elite Honors Qualified, then you begin to understand the power of what the Elite Honors Program can do as your basic building block when it's harnessed in the structure of the 10-10 Club. So again, if I've got 5 people on my left and I've got 5 people on my right that I personally sponsored, and every month they're Elite Honors Qualified, and they're now looking to build their synergy business by finding their 5 and 5, 5 on their left and 5 on their right, those 10 people are all underneath them. Which means that if that person's on my left side and they've added 10 personally sponsored distributors to their organization, all 10 of those people are also on my left-hand side. Same thing on my right-hand side. So I've got my 5 that I've personally sponsored, again using that average of $687, $240.45 in basic commission, but I now have 50 other distributors who are also Elite Honors Qualified. And again, using that average of 687, that represents 34,350 CV of volume at 7%. That means that I've also then earned an additional $2,404.50 in basic commission. Add the two of them together, and my basic commission is running slightly higher than $2,600 on a monthly basis. Well, that's basic commission is one of the 7 streams of income in the Synergy Compensation Plan. Another stream of income is mega matches. Mega matches represents the income that I would earn from Synergy Worldwide on the basic commissions of anyone that I've personally sponsored. So I am not limited in the number of people that I can personally sponsor into Synergy Worldwide. So that means that there is no limitation to the number of mega matches that I can earn, because every person that I personally sponsored into Synergy Worldwide, as long as I'm qualified on my Tracking Center 1 and they're qualified to earn a basic commission, I'm going to mega match that. Well, it doesn't matter whether they're on my left side or my right side, my weak leg or my strong leg. Doesn't matter whether they're 1 generation from me or 1,000 generations down from me. If I personally sponsored them and they start earning a basic commission, I'm going to mega match off of that. So just looking at the 10 of my Elite Honors Qualified personally sponsored distributors, if they're building out their organization at this third goal or third level, then they're each earning somewhere around $240.45 in basic commission, and I'm going to mega match every one of them. So that represents another $2,400 in mega matches. Well, when I add my basic commissions of $2,600 with $2,400 in mega matches, I'm now at slightly over $5,000 in commissions coming to me from Synergy Worldwide just through basic commissions and mega matches. It doesn't count elite rebates. It doesn't count any fast start bonuses. It doesn't count leadership bonuses that I'm now going to be earning on my strong side volume. Again, that's another stream of income in Synergy's compensation plan. Of the 7 streams of income, what does the Elite Honors Program help you harness? It helps you harness elite rebates. It helps you harness fast start bonuses. It helps you harness basic commissions. It helps you harness mega matches, and it helps you harness leadership bonuses. 5 of the 7 streams of income are accelerated by using the Elite Honors Program as your core building block to your Synergy business. And if I added in the extra compensation that I would find from Synergy Worldwide through my elite rebates and fast start bonuses and leadership bonuses, and if Synergy continued that promotional money, I know that it's going through the end of 2016. I do not know what's going to happen in 2017, but if Synergy continues the promotional money, well, I would be earning an extra $1,200 every month in addition to all the compensation plan. So I would be running most likely closer to $7,000 a month in commissions from Synergy Worldwide. And if you teach this concept of being Elite Honors Qualified, harnessing the structure of your 10-10 Club down through your organization, this is what's going to create for you significant increases in your commissions from Synergy Worldwide that will lead most people to some point in time where they hit that monthly income that represents for them financial independence. I don't use the word financial freedom. I use the word financial independence because financial independence means different things for different people. Maybe you're in a job that you get paid $40,000 a year and you hate it. Well, if you're getting paid $5,000 in commissions from Synergy Worldwide, that represents over $60,000 of yearly income to you. At some point in time, because you've built your business on a core building block called Elite Honors qualification program, and you've structured it in the concept in the structure of the 1010 Club, and you have a stable business because it's built on customers and distributors. Now you may say to yourself, financial independence has arrived because I can leave that job that I don't like, and I can now do my Synergy business on a full-time basis because I'm earning actually more income in the job that I hate. For you, that could represent financial independence. Now, maybe you love the job that you do. And no matter what the income is that you earn from that job, because you love that job, you want to stay with that job. But all this other income coming to you from Synergy Worldwide is now extra income. That to you could represent financial independence because you can now take that $5,000 a month in income, that $60,000 a year or more that's coming to you, and you can choose what you want to use it for. Maybe it's to fund college education programs for your children or grandchildren. Maybe it's to completely eliminate all your debt so that your house and car, you live completely debt-free. So that means that in your core business, the core job that you go to, the one that you like, that you're getting compensated from, from that corporation or company that you work for, now all that money that's coming in, you don't have a mortgage payment anymore. You don't have any car payments anymore. You have such positive cash flow that, again, you can choose how you're going to invest that. Invest that into your family, invest that into charity work, invest that into things that you're passionate about. I don't know. That's what financial independence is all about. It's being able to have the positive cash flow to allow you to make the choices that you want to make that before you couldn't make because you didn't have the cash flow to do it. That is the power of the Elite Honors Program. And when you look at it from the beginning and say, okay, well, gosh, these individuals are only making if I'm Elite Honors qualified, he only made $163.50, or he only made $145, or Tammy only made $207.50. That's looking at the short view of what Elite Honors qualification does for you. If you look at the stability of what this does for your Synergy business and then harness it in the structure of the 1010 Club, now you can maximize the Elite Honors Program. You can help people that you bring into Synergy Worldwide right from the beginning because it's based upon customers and business builders. Right from the beginning, create positive cash flow for helping them grow their Synergy business, and then put it into the structure of the 1010 Club, which then over time will harness for you higher organizational volumes on your left and right hand sides, leading to higher basic commissions and higher mega matches that when combined gives you significant cash flow on a monthly basis to hit that point in your life that represents for you financial independence. People go to college for 4 years and spend somewhere between $10,000 to $20,000 or more on a yearly basis and come away in many cases with debt and looking for a job, where if we would really focus our Synergy business for the next 2 to 4 years on applying the Elite Honors Program personally by developing our customer base and being able to have a business plan that would attract business builders, because they can see the potential of what this can create for themselves if they stick to this. 2 to 4 years from now, what would this represent to you? Would it be much more attractive than financial debt through a 4-year college and the ability to already be at what many college students would love to have with regards to a starting salary? Again, that's the power of Synergy's Elite Honors Program as your core building block and harnessed properly in the structure of the 10-10 Club. Now, I've been sharing information for a period of time now. Do I have any questions? And sorry, Tammy, I've got your head cut off here. So do I have any questions from anyone with regards to what you've seen and heard in today's presentation? Has it been helpful to you, and do you have any questions?
Hey, Dan, this is Judy.
Yes, Judy.
So I love how you break down the Elite Honors, and I know at first Elite Honors seems really confusing and our whole marketing plan, our commission structure, it seems like there's so many ways we can make money. But I really believe that the more you listen, the more you watch, everything becomes just so much clearer. And I love your examples that you can show how we've got people at our team that are succeeding and thriving.
Yeah, Judy, in relationship to what you just said, before we used to look at rank advancements, don't even worry about rank advancements. Don't worry about anything but being Elite Honors qualified and teaching the people that you bring in the Synergy worldwide how to be Elite Honors qualified. If you do that, the rest of it takes care of itself. The compensation plan takes care of itself because the Elite Honors program is going to maximize 5 of the 7 streams of income. The Elite Honors program, that if you put it in the structure of the 10-10 Club, is going to naturally take care of your rank advancements. And so, again, that's the beauty of what Synergy created for us in this Elite Honors program. If we just focus on being Elite Honors qualified and focus on teaching our new distributors how to be Elite Honors qualified, which means we need to teach them how to market to gain their customer base and how to market to attract business builders. If we just focus on that, the rest of this takes care of itself over time. Does that make sense, Judy?
Yes, absolutely. And we've got a couple comments, too, in the chat box. Bob says that it was very helpful info, and thank you so much for sharing again. And Donald says that this makes so much sense to me. Love it. And also, reminder from Bob for all of us, there will be no team call on Monday morning, no Global Health Makeover call on Monday morning in observance to Labor Day.
Dan, I had a comment, if I may. This is David. First of all, basically, I love the information. This process of building a business, as you call it, and all the information you gave, what I learned in the last 4 years that I've been had the pleasure of working with you in building a business, is that it does take a lot of trial and error. And I think you and I and Judy and Jean, the people that have been in it for the last 4 years, and so we have really built a business by combining our ideas. The benefit of those that are listening today that are new and are looking how to build a business, they're going to benefit because we have put together so many resources, so many tools, that the process of being an Elite qualified can be a lot easier to achieve by taking advantage of the resources that you have. And my Synergy family, the Global Health Makeover, and applying them. And one thing that I've learned also, Dan, is if we look at it visually, when I used to be in the corporate world, it was really the real pyramid. People think that MLMs or multi-level marketing is a pyramid. It is not. The real MLM is a corporate world where as you go higher in the corporate world, it gets tighter at the top. And it's more difficult to earn money because the big money is being made all the way at the top where you're trying to get, and it's difficult. Now, multi-level marketing is just the opposite. It's an upside-down pyramid, if you can visualize that, where I started at the bottom, and I'm trying to make money building my business, but as I put the pieces together and help the people above me, which are my distributors, and apply the concepts of the marketing action plans that we described, the money actually starts flowing downwards. So you are actually supporting the people upwards in your pyramid, in your triangle, and the more you support them and praise them and help them, the more beneficial it'll be for you. And that's what the Elite Honors Program is all about. Building your business, supporting the people above you, and as you do it, the numerous ways that you so wonderfully explained, Dan, of the different levels of income do flow down and they do build up. So thank you for that, Dan. I just wanted to add that so it may be helpful to a lot of people that right now may seem confused, but if you put the pieces together, it will work.
It's to my advantage to work with you because anything that you earn from a basic commission standpoint, I'm going to mega match. And if you're much more successful than I am, in the corporate world, what would happen? I would want to try and cut you out because then you would advance me in the corporation, and I'd have to start working for you instead of you working for me. Here in Synergy Worldwide and network marketing in this compensation plan, hey, David, if you're more successful than me, great. What does that mean? It means my mega match is going to be greater. So the beauty of this is that we can work together without feeling like we're competing against each other. And if you become more successful than I am, fantastic. It's unbelievable. Because that means that you are earning more revenue, more income than I am, and fantastic. I'm just going to mega match off of your basic commission, and all that volume is in my right-hand side anyways, and I just need to now focus on my left-hand side and be able to find another David Munoz on my left-hand side that I can work with and help them be as wildly successful as you are. This is the beauty of what Synergy Worldwide gave us in their compensation plan. And now with the structure of with the Elite Honors Qualification Program, and if we harness it in the structure of the 1010 Club, that just accelerates that process.
Absolutely right, Dan. I will never forget, just very briefly, because I know we're going long on the call, when I was I was a junior supervisor at the corporate area in the bank, and my senior manager asked me, where do I want to be in the next 5 years? And I'll never forget telling him, well, I want to be where you're sitting. I want to take over your job, and maybe you can go up. And he didn't appreciate that at all. Yet when I tell you, Dan, Dan, I want to be more successful than you are. Of course, you applaud it, and you are there to support me and help me grow. So that's the huge difference that I feel. I feel there's nothing I can say to you or to anyone above you that that help me grow. And of course, it's all and everybody benefits from that. So it's a wonderful thing. Mm-hmm.
All right, I want to thank everyone for joining us on this Labor Day weekend. Have a blessed weekend. Enjoy Monday, and you won't have to wake up early to be on Bob's call. Thank you, everyone.